Hi, everybody. Welcome to my Essential Oil 101 class. This is the perfect online class if you don't have time to come to an actual class, just to get familiar with the essential oils. Let's get started. So let's start with what essential oils are. First of all, they're the most powerful portion of the plant. They are distilled from shrubs, flowers, trees, roots, bushes, fruit, rinds, and herbs, and resins. They consist of over 100 different natural organic compounds. And in humans alone, they provide support to every system in the body. We're talking skeletal system, muscular system, circulatory system, endocrine, respiratory, and immune system. I mean, these oils do a lot. So there are around 300 oils on Earth, but you only need about 10 to 20 of them to make a good kit. Also, oils can be used as an alternative to toxic cleaning chemicals. You can literally start swapping out every single chemical cleaning toxin in your home to live a more pure lifestyle. And that's exactly what I did. We just had our firstborn 3 months ago, and after doing extensive research on toxins such as parabens and sulfates in the shampoo, makeup, lotion, all of these things that I was applying them to my body and then putting them onto my newborn, I decided that I really wanted to live completely chemical free, so I swapped everything out. So, like I said, there are about 300 oils on Earth, but you only need about 10 to 20 to build a good kit. And you do not need to be an aromatherapist to use them. In most cases, people just rub them topically onto the skin, which is what I typically do. So let's go over the 3 ways that you can use them and get them into your system. The first is topically, like I said, and it's just rubbing it on your skin. The second, you can use it internally. The French have ingested and cooked with it for a long time. Or you can diffuse and inhale. And the Germans are known for diffusing and inhaling essential oils. And this way, through diffusion and inhalation, can be the most effective method because it doesn't have to pass through the digestive system. How do they enter and how long do they last? So tests have shown oils reach the heart, the liver, and the thyroid in 3 seconds when inhaled. That is record time. And they were found in the bloodstream in 26 seconds when applied topically. And then expulsions of essential oils takes about 3 to 6 hours in a normal, healthy individual. So these oils get to your systems fast. And that's awesome when you need support for, your endocrine system if your hormones are off balance, or your immune system if you're immunosuppressed, and they get to those places fast. So let's talk about essential oil history. So first of all, they're mentioned 1,100 times in biblical scripture. And regardless where you stand on that, it's a historical document, and we learn a lot from history. So some of the oldest cultures on Earth used essential oils. The Babylonians used cedarwood, myrrh, and cypress. The Egyptians used frankincense for beauty and embalming. So if you want your skin to last forever, you want to get some frankincense. Also, Pakistan and Rome use essential oils in like communal bathhouses. Um, and of course, gold, frankincense, and myrrh were very popular biblical gifts. So frankincense is sometimes referred to as the coconut oil of essential oils because it has over 10,000 uses. And so essential oils were used by the medieval Europeans, many of whom brought oils back during the Crusades. It only it was only after World War II when essential oils were rediscovered, and the science on their uses just keeps growing every single year. So let's talk about, do they work? So I think I've been using essential oils for probably about 4 years. I used to use them in baths and get them at farmers markets and the bulk food stores, but they never had any like significant impact on my life until I started actually researching and finding therapeutic grade essential oils. So the closest we get is an FDA required requirement in the United States. There's no rating system for essential oils. Um, so the FDA requirement, in order to label a bottle of essential oil pure or therapeutic, the contents of the oil must contain at least 5% of essential oil. So it begs the question, what's the other 95%? So there are 4 grades. So the first one's grade A, which is therapeutic. It's made from organically grown plants and distilled at low temperatures. And distilling at low temperatures helps to make sure that the oil's constituents and their properties are contained in that essential oil to make them therapeutic. Grade B oils, they're food grade, but they can contain synthetics, pesticides, fertilizers, chemical extenders, or carrier oils. Grade C oils are perfume oils, and they often contain chemicals as well. So, and they usually use solvents in perfume oils. For example, hexane it gains a higher yield of oil per harvest. And these solvents can be cancerous and they're in many store-bought products actually. They may also be diluted 80 to 95% with alcohol. So when you're thinking, oh, what's the other 95%? It could be alcohol. Grade D is the floral water. It's considered floral water. It's aromatic only. And it's usually a byproduct of grade A distillation. So what happens is after all the oil is pulled out, the leftover trash water is sold to companies which will fill 5% of the bottle with the leftover trash water, then fill the rest of it with anything that they want, carriers, alcohol, and then they label it as pure. Grade A, it's the only true pure essential therapeutic oil. Grade D is it's kind of like walking to your fridge and you grab a glass of orange juice and you fill the cup up, a tiny, tiny bit, and you fill the rest up with water. You get none of the benefits of that. And so it really doesn't make any sense. So a lot of people say, why, oh, at the grocery store they're so cheap. And why are they so cheap? Well, first of all, they're cheap because why sell oils cheap is because they save money. More crop with pesticides means more crop that can be distilled. And then they stretch the oil so that 95% with cheaper oils or carrier oil. So the plants are harvested at their peak with Young Living. So one of the most amazing things about Young Living is their seed to seal process. It's a promise of integrity. Gary Young, who's the founder of Young Living, has said that he doesn't make an oil for profit, he makes an oil for purpose, which I think is what every essential oil company should stand for. So seed to seal means each plant is hand weeded. There are no pesticides used, no chemicals, no weed killers. The plants are picked by people, or the weeds are picked by people, which is a lot. It's labor intensive, very, very labor intensive. Then they go through a vigorous testing process. They test, they do 8 different tests to ensure the purity of the oil, and they send it out to a third-party company who also test. So if you want to learn anything more about that, you can go to the Young Living website and look at their seed to seal slogan and fall in love with the company just like I did. But yes, a lot of companies cut corners on their essential oils and they're really not pure. Okay, so let's go into how essential oils are made. Okay, so they're made using a distillation process. This is the steam water process, and what this steam water process does is it makes sure that the that the essential oils, the constituents are still bound in the essential oil when it's, off to shipment. And that's what makes it therapeutic and grade A, is that you're getting those constituents, the property of the plants that we want in it. So first of all, it takes a great deal of work to produce a tiny amount of essential oil. It takes 60,000 rose blossoms to provide 1 ounce of rose oil. Lavender is a little bit more abundant. It takes 220 pounds to make 7 pounds of lavender oil, but still, it's a lot. And also, sandalwood, the tree must be 30 years or older in order to harvest it for using it as an essential oil. And so that takes time. That takes a lot of time. It takes 8 million blossoms, jasmine blossoms, to make 2.2 pounds of jasmine oil. 8 million blossoms. And if you think about that, those are getting, the whole crop is getting hand weeded, and this company just loves on their essential oils. So even though it takes a lot of the plant to make an essential oil, a little goes a long way. So a 5 milliliter bottle is about 90 drops, and a 15 milliliter bottle is about 250 drops. But each application is only 1 to 3 drops, so it lasts a long time. The Thieves Cleaner that Young Living sells is a highly concentrated bottle of Thieves Cleaner, and it only takes a capful, just 1 capful, to make like a normal spray bottle of Thieves Cleaner, and it can last up to a year. So these things, these essential oils do last a very long time. And it only takes about $1.50 to make a bottle of Thieves Cleaner, when typically at a grocery store you could buy an all-natural cleaner and it's going to run about $4 to $6 a bottle. So you are saving money. Let's talk about safety. So some oils are photosensitive, which means that you don't want to wear them and go outside. But that being said, if your hair is down, you have essential oils on the back of your neck and your hair is down, or you're wearing a scarf, or if you put it somewhere where your clothing is covering up your skin, you don't need to worry about them being photosensitive, because those essential oils aren't going to be touched by the sunlight. So, and the ones that mostly are photosensitive are citrus oils like grapefruit and lemon, and orange. But these are mostly ingested essential oils. They're usually, a lot of people, including myself, I love to put them in water, and the Ninja Red, highly antioxidant drink that Young Living sells. So they're usually ingested. When you're using them on your skin, you also want to watch out if there's a little bit of redness, and if there is, just dilute it with a carrier oil like coconut oil or olive oil, or even avocado oil. That's my new favorite oil. You do want to dilute oil on children, and when I'm saying children, I mean probably 5 years or younger, because their skin is more permeable and it absorbs more quickly. So you don't want it to absorb too fast. You want to put that carrier oil on them. And what's really cool about Young Living is they have an essential oil line for kids, which is super cool. So what is a carrier oil? It's a fatty oil like olive oil or coconut oil, and its molecules are much bigger than those of essential oils. So when you're using the carrier oil with an essential oil, it slows down the rate that the body can absorb the essential oil, because the essential oil has to ping pong through the larger molecules of the carrier oil to get into your skin. Also, you want to be wary of putting oils by your eyes. Sometimes peppermint can have a burning sensation. I know we do have to say this because some people do actually put them by your face, and so we want you to be careful for sure. You can also become desensitized to an oil if you use it day after day after day. So I like to rotate my oils every 3 to 4 days. That way I don't get desensitized. Another question is, can you use essential oils internally? And absolutely you can. But one of the top aromatherapy schools in the United States, they don't advocate for essential oils to be ingested because they're not cleared by the FDA. But this is based on the British model, which advocates topical use only. And I mean, like I said before, if you use it topically, it's going to take 26 seconds to get into your bloodstream. So you're still getting it into your blood and into your systems. So it's the school goes off of the British model, and this British model is actually it's kind of flawed because they use extremely high doses. Their examples are in extremely high doses or in ways that the oils aren't used, like pouring an entire bottle inside the body, which is not what somebody does. And what Young Living does is that they use all three methods. They use the British, the French, and the German. The French have been using some essential oils internally for decades, and Young Living has created a vitality line with distinctive labels so you can easily recognize which oils are safe to take internally, which this is the only essential oil company that actually has this line. And on the flip side, look at the ingredient list of all the chemicals that are in your, the cleaning chemicals that are in your bathroom and kitchen. Every day we put products on our skin, in our body, and breathe them in. But many of these products contain damaging chemicals. The average woman applies over 300 chemicals a day to her body, just through soaps, makeup, shampoos, and hair care products. And when I think about this number, I think, why do, I think of breast cancer because women put 300 chemicals on our body a day, and it kind of begs the question for me, like, is there kind of a correlation between this? So it's definitely something that I think about a lot. Definitely more research that I'm going to have to do about that. So 80 of those chemicals that women put on are applied every day before breakfast. Okay, so when you're using Young Living essential oils, you're using a product with one ingredient, like lemon, oregano, tangerine, no additives, and no chemical yuck. So this is probably a bit overwhelming. So I'll tell you how I started. So I started with this Young Living Premium Starter Kit. It comes with 11 essential oils, a dewdrop diffuser, product samples, these tiny travel-sized empty bottles, which are amazing, a roll-on filament, and it comes with tons of informational literature and a huge product guide. This is the only thing in Young Living that is half off. So it's $160 for this, but retail, this would sell over $300. So you're definitely getting the most bang for your buck. Let's go into some of the essential oils in the kit, just to know how you can use them and what they benefit in your system. So, frankincense, just right up here. It's one of the top skin oils. It helps smooth the appearance of skin. It's a key ingredient in Young Living's Brain Power essential oil blend. And it has a really grounding and like purposeful aroma to it. Lavender, which is up here, it's the oil of relaxation. You can diffuse for a calming, soothing aroma, and you can unwind in a bath. And also, if you use essential oils in a bath, you actually want to mix them with an Epsom salt because it'll bind to the Epsom salt instead of just putting it directly on the water. Because as most of us know, essential oils, they're an oil. Water and oil don't mix. So they're just going to lay on the top surface of the water, and you want it to be able to mix in the complete bath. So note to self, use Epsom salts. It's also one of the top oils to support healthy skin. It's kind of called the Swiss Army knife of essential oils because it has so many uses to it. Then there's peppermint. This supports gastrointestinal intestinal comfort. It promotes healthy bowel function and enhanced healthy gut function. Which, by the way, your gut has a lot to do with your immune system. It helps maintain efficiency of the digestive tract, and it may support performance during exercise. Another thing about peppermint oil is that if you're feeling overheated, you just put a drop on the back of your neck and it just cools you down quickly, quickly, quickly. There's purification right up here. You can diffuse this to freshen air and eliminate odors. You can also add it to a carrier oil to moisturize your skin, or if you want a soothing foot massage. or you can use it in a spray. I actually made my deodorant out of this purification oil with coconut oil and baking soda. Just three ingredients, no chemicals, no toxins, and it lasts me, I kid you not, it lasts me the entire day. I don't have to apply anymore. It lasts me the entire day. So then there's Thieves, which, oh man, Thieves is just, it's just such an amazing blend. A study was done on Thieves actually, and um, when you diffuse it, it actually kills mold in homes and anywhere. And so what happens when you diffuse oil is that you break up the essential oil into tiny, tiny particles, and it helps to purify the air. So yeah, they did this study on it, and turns out it kills mold, which is just super, super awesome. Then there's Stress Away, which is this green bottle here. This one promotes wellness and maybe an important part of a daily health regimen. And it's one of the top, top, top emotional oils. I think I use this one every day. Even though probably shouldn't, I just love this one. Then there's Lemon up here. Its citrus flavor enhances the taste of food and water. Like I said, a lot of people like to ingest this one. It's a key ingredient in Thieves and the Ninja Red, which the Ninja Red is that highly antioxidant drink that Young Living sells. A lot of people replace caffeine with that, and it's, oh man, it tastes amazing. And the lemon also helps support the immune system. So Panaway, which is this blue bottle right here, it kind of was supposed to like take the place of Pain Away. You can apply it to exercise to soothe the muscles, and man, does it soothe your muscles. And it's really, I love it for joint pain too. It has a really stimulating aroma. You can apply it to the back and neck for like soothing aromatic experience. It also supports the appearance of healthy skin coloration. Then Copaiba, one of these, right here, Copaiba. This is the only essential oil that's actually used, and sandalwood I think too, from it's taken from an actual tree. So this one promotes overall wellness, and it supports nearly every system in the body. It's also a great skin oil. A lot of people take this one internally too. So Digest, this one is also taken internally. It's a top oil for supporting the digestive system. You can add 2 drops with peppermint to water for a stimulating beverage for sure. And you can also take it in a veggie capsule, like I said, to use it internally. Then there's RC, which stands for respiratory congestion. And just like it says, it literally helps respiratory congestion. It supports that healthy respiratory system that we need. And if you have a cold, you want this oil. You can also diffuse it. Like I said, diffusing is one of my favorite ways to use my oils. So all of those are contained in this amazing premium starter kit. And so let's talk about how you can get. So how do you order? It's so simple. You just click on this link and click on become a member, and that's it. That's all you need to do. Or you can also click on my sign up button on Facebook page, and then voila! Welcome to the world of oils. I hope you guys really learned a lot from this class. I mostly wanted it to be informational for you guys because there are a lot of chemicals and toxins that we just don't even realize that we're applying to our bodies every day, and also exposing our family to that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this class.